Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news that this week we will get a set of big policy announcements from global central banks with some potentially very big implications. But over the weekend, data released showed Chinese banks extended $1.45 trillion in new loans in February, down from the record $4.9 trillion in January. But January is usually a seasonal high. The February level was basically as expected, but authorities would be disappointed it is not higher because they had taken action to encourage lending. The Central Bank of China had announced its largest ever reduction in the key mortgage reference rate, and they signalled recently there was still room for cutting banks' reserve ratios following a 50 basis point cut in January. Banks are finding it tougher to identify lending opportunities in China. And China's house prices are falling, and a bit faster now according to official data. New house prices were down 1.4% from a year ago. In January, the decline was 0.7%. Only 7 of the 70 largest cities recorded any rise, all tiny. From a year ago, only 13 showed rises. For resales, only 2 of those same 70 cities recorded any rise in February from January, none from a year ago. But prices are 6.3% lower than a year ago levels, and that's the largest fall since these records started in 2011. China's one-year medium-term lending facility rate was unchanged at 2.5% on Friday's update. Across the Pacific, American consumer sentiment is holding at its recent highs in March, essentially the same as the past 3 levels and back to levels prevailing in mid-2021. And at these current levels, it is up a sharp 23% from a year ago. American industrial production rose slightly in February from January following a previous month retreat. Most of the gains were in construction activity, but is still marginally lower in real terms than year-ago levels. But March won't be helped by activity in the New York region. They reported a sharpish decline in their latest survey. In Canada, housing starts jumped 14% in February from January to 253,000 units, and well above market expectations of 230,000 units. It was their highest reading in 4 months. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.31% and unchanged from Saturday, but it is up a sharp 29 basis points for the week. And the price of gold will start today $1 lower at $2,156 an ounce, and that's $30 lower than a week ago. And oil prices are little changed at just on $80.50 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price now just under $85 a barrel. And that's nearly 4% higher in a week. Then the Kiwi dollar starts today at just on 60.8 US cents and unchanged from Saturday, but that's a full cent lower than a week ago. Against the Aussie was still at 92.8 Australian cents. Against the euro was still at 55.9 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 69.9 and unchanged from Saturday, but 40 basis points lower in a week. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Thursday.